Welcome to another video by 12 Today we will be learning about Poetry Song of the Open Road by Walt Whitman, Section 2, Poetry 2.1 on page number 93 in your textbook. So before we begin the poetry, let me tell you something about our poet Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman was an American journalist and teacher by profession and a poet. He is often referred to as the father of free verse poetry. This particular poem is taken from the renowned work called Leaves of Grass, published in July 1855. His style of writing has been an inspiration for generations of the poet. Song of the Open Road is separated into 4 stanzas, with the exception of the first stanza, which consists only 3 lines. The other stanzas contains 4 lines of varying verses. The poem utilizes free verse. The lines are unrhymed and are of a varying length. Song of the Open Road is told from the first person's point of view. The poet Walt Whitman is describing a trip on which he is embarking. He describes himself as being healthy and free, and he realizes he is the only person who is in complete control of life. He chooses his own destiny. Because of this realization, he does not want to hope or to wish or to pray for a good fortune, because he believes that he himself is a good fortune. There is nothing that he is lacking. He will reach his destination on his own, and the earth will provide him with anything extra that is necessary. This is not to say that the road he is taking is not paved with imperfections and burdens. Rather than worry, however, the poet has decided to take those burdens with him and deal with him when it arises. So now I will be reading the poem before you. Song of the Open Road by Walt Whitman. Afoot and light-hearted, I take to the open road. Healthy free, the world before me. The long brown path before me, leading wherever I choose. Henceforth I ask not good fortune. I myself am a good fortune. Henceforth I whimper no more. Postpone no more, need nothing. Done with indoor complaints, libraries, querulous criticism. Strong and content, I travel the open road. The earth that is sufficient. I do not want the constellation any nearer. I know they are well where they are. I know they suffice for those who belongs to them. Still here, I carry my own delicious burden. I carry them, men and women. I carry them with me wherever I go. I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. I am filled with them and I will fill them in return. Now we will be discussing stanza-wise explanation. The first stanza, afoot and light-hearted, I take to the open road. Healthy free, the world before me. The long brown path before me, leading wherever I choose. So, from this stanza, the reader is able to glean several important points. First, the poet is setting out to an open road on foot. Secondly, he is light-hearted and open to all that he is about to experience. Additionally, the poet realizes that he is he who is in complete control of his journey. He will choose where the path will take on to his journey. Now, the second stanza. Henceforth, I ask not good fortune. I myself am good fortune. Henceforth, I whimper no more, postpone no more, need nothing. Done with indoor complaints, libraries, querulous criticism. Strong and content, I travel the open road. The poet says that this journey is still be continuing for the good luck, because he is maker of his own luck. He will no longer cry or hesitate to do whatever he wants to do, because he needs nothing. He is no longer content with being worked inside. He is strong and happy to be on the open road. In line 6, Whitman writes of querulous criticism. The use of alliteration here emphasizes the speaker's carefree tone, which is continued throughout the course of the Song of the Open Road. So now the third stanza. The earth that is sufficient, I do not want the constellations any nearer. I know where they are and where they are. I know they suffice for those who belongs to them. So now the third stanza. Here the poet seems to separate himself from others. He says that the earth is fine the way it is. He also says that he does not desire to be any closer to stars or earth than that he already is. He knows they are fine where they are and he knows where he wants to go in life. This last line is a strong contrast to the rest of the poem, where the poet emphasizes his free will and independence, which means that he probably does not include himself in the group of people who belong to the constellations. He does not want to belong to them because he does not need any of them. Now the last stanza, stanza 4. Still here I carry my old delicious burden. I carry them, men and women. I carry them with me wherever I go. I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. I am filled with them and I will fill them in return. So the last stanza, Whitman uses a parentless attitude. Here he makes the stanza more of an aside than he is at his own separate being. It is almost an time that the speaker decides to throw in, but it is still important. That is the Song of the Open Road. Here the speaker admits that it is not without any problems. Problems will come in life and he has to face it. Here he also admits that it is his own problem and he has to deal with the problem. He also used the word delicious. Is not an accident, but delicious means he carries the burden with him wherever he will go. In the second line of the final stanza, the poem admits to all that this is the final line. That is, the speaker declares that he cannot get rid of it. Instead, this burden, he has to live with this burden all throughout. So the poet is stating here that this burden is not to define, rather he accepts them and carries it wherever he will go in life. So this is it for the poem Song of the Open Road. That completes our poem 2. We will be back shortly with a new video. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel 12thistic so that you will be notified when we bring new videos on 12thistic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.